today's video, I'll share how we can utilize a very simple principle to help improve our muscle function, like increasing range of motion, releasing those tight muscle fibers. We can reduce spasm or even prevent injury. But to better understand this principle, we have to understand a few things. Like muscles cannot work alone, they need support. They need bones, ligaments, tendons, cartilage. Muscles also work in pairs, on opposite sides of a joint opposing each other. Now the joints are controlled by these two opposing sets of muscles. When one contracts, the other relaxes or it's inhibited. Now this action facilitates smooth, synchronized movement, like running, jumping, skipping, throwing, kicking ball. It also ensures for joint longevity. So let's take a look at this simple principle. So this principle of muscles working together to create synchronized movement is called reciprocal inhibition. It's a neuromuscular reflex when muscles on one side of a joint are inhibited or they relax to accommodate the contraction of its muscle pair on the opposite side. Now let's take a look at some of these muscle pairs. So I'm sure most of you are familiar with these muscle pairs. We have the hamstrings and the quadriceps muscles in the thigh. And these muscles, they oppose each other at the knee joint. Then the biceps and triceps in the arm, they oppose each other at the elbow joint. Now we have the calves and the tibialis anterior muscle opposing each other in the ankle joint. So let's look at the reciprocal action of the biceps and triceps muscle pair. Now these two oppose each other at the elbow joint, always contracting and relaxing to create synchronized movement. But whenever muscles are overworked and they stay contracted for any extended period of time, they become very tight. Tight muscles are strong muscles. On the other hand, the opposing muscle will be weak. Now, whenever muscles on one side of a joint are stronger than its opposing side, it can create problems like imbalance. Imbalance disrupts the movement pattern. This is when we get muscle strain, muscle sprain, muscle tear. We can get weak muscles. Of course, weak muscles fatigue easily, and this can leave us prone to injury. Let's take a look at how these muscle pairs work together. So we have the biceps and the triceps muscle. So whenever we bend or flex the elbow, the biceps muscles contract. Now the triceps have to relax or they're being inhibited to accommodate the contraction in the biceps. Now whenever we extend the arm, the roles change. Now the biceps muscles have to relax to accommodate contraction in the triceps muscles. So muscle pairs on a whole are always opposing each other at the joint, but they're working for the same outcome, which is synchronized movement. And this is why we have to ensure our muscle pairs are always in balance. So we have to release those tight muscle fibers and strengthen the ones that are weak to ensure longevity and to prevent injury. So let's take a look at how we can utilize this principle to our advantage. So all of us at some point have had tight restricted muscles, limited range of motion, or even spasm in the muscles. So we know how difficult and painful it is to stretch those muscles and to work with them. So instead of inflicting more pain on them, we can apply resisted tension to the opposite muscle, and that will force the contracted muscle to relax. So here's an example. Whenever we're having tight muscles in the calves or even spasm in the calves, we can apply resisted tension to his pair, which is the tibialis anterior muscle. And this is the muscle right here in front of the leg. Now by applying resisted tension, it forces the calf muscles to relax and eventually release. So let's take a look at how we can apply resisted tension to the tibialis anterior muscle. So by stretching the leg out, we can have a partner apply pressure with their hand to the top of your foot into a plantar flexion. Now you would resist by pulling the foot forward into a dorsiflexion pulling the foot towards the head simultaneously. You can do this repetition up to 10 times. Now you would be resisting and relaxing, resisting and relaxing. Now you can resist and hold for 7 or 10 seconds each time. Now the resistance has to be a quarter strength, cannot be too much. So resist and hold for 7 seconds. Relax and hold for 7 seconds. Now once the muscles start to relax or the spasm starts to dissipate, then you can go to the calves and do some moderate stretching. And this is how we can release those tight muscle fibers, get our flexibility, and increase range of motion, as well as preventing injury. So you can also utilize this principle for other muscle pairs like the quadriceps and the hamstring muscles. So I hope you can benefit from this video today. If you do, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, give a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so to get more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.